I got that California.
What's good? BALLCONTROL. Welcome to I'm back with another video. Today we got some breaking news. We got some interesting reports revolving around Zach Lavine, Chicago Bulls, and potentially the Bulls sending Zach Lavine to the New Orleans Pelicans in the 3-team trade that could happen any moment or some point this weekend. Hell, even draft night. We don't know, but this is starting to really pick up. I feel like a trade is going to happen pretty soon involving the Bulls, Pelicans, and Lakers. It's going to happen. But, man, Zach Lavine might be on the move, y'all. He might be off to New Orleans. And I know, before you Bulls fans, get your box of tissues, get your get your pitchforks, whatever you call it. Get your little knives, get all that, and walk up to United Center and try to tear down Garpax. Before you do that, hold up. Because as a Bulls fan living in Chicago, I'm always, optimistic / like I think of all of the situation. I think of every aspect of the situation. I don't just think out of emotion. I don't just think, oh, they just traded him. I hate Garpax. I think of it as a different way. Now, hear me out, y'all. I know Zach Lavine in his short span in Chicago, he touched a lot of us, he had that potential. He is something, he had that athleticism we haven't seen since Derrick Rose. I get that 100%. But with this trade with Zach Lavine, me personally, you might think I might hate it. I honestly don't hate it. Now, if you watch my last video, I literally just said, for the right price, I will move Zach Lavine. I will move him. Now, you might be wondering, oh, well, why you want to move Zach Lavine? He has all that potential, yada, yada, yada. Hold up. Now, I get it 100%. I get it. I get everybody's frustration. But I feel like Zach Lavine, for the right price, this trade would be so ideal. It depends what the Bulls get back. If you could get a 4th overall pick, hear me out. You get the 4th, you get Lonzo Ball, your point guard of the future. Now, when you look at this draft, we all talking about Jared Culver to Chicago. We all talking about Cam Reddish. We talking about all this. You not only it increases your chances to get those people, but it fills the void that that Zach Lavine will leave behind. Cause let's be all 100. Let's be real with it. Zach Lavine, he's a great scorer, but outside of that, playmaking, he gets a lot of turnovers. He's not a great playmaker. He is athletic, I'll give you that, but when you get a certain age, your athleticism ain't finna carry you. So, like I said, he's a great player. Zach Lavine is a great player. But if you could get somebody like a Cam Reddish who's a do-it-all player, a do-it-all shooting guard, a do-it-all small forward, versatile, could play defense, I'm sorry, but sign me up. Or if you could get a Jared Culver who could be an elite two-way player. Or, not only that, if you get the 4th pick, you could flip that for more assets. I'm telling you, it's smart if you make this trade because you could do so much with it. Not only you get the 4th overall pick, but you could flip that for assets. For assets. I'm trying to tell you, you could trade back, get you more future picks for next year's draft. You could trade back and still get you a Cam Reddish or a DeAndre Hunter or a Jared Culver. Or you could flip the 4th overall pick and go get a Bradley Beal. Now, hold up. You might say, well, Zach Lavine is the same as Bradley Beal. Not quite, because Bradley Beal is a way better facilitator than Zach Lavine. Bradley Beal shoots way better than Zach Lavine, in my opinion. He got a better stroke on the shot. He knows when to take the right shots. He's more controlled on offense. And Bradley Beal, he can play some defense. Now, Bradley Beal ain't no lockdown defender, but Bradley Beal can play defense. Something that's all they need. Just somebody that could just play some defense. Now, Lonzo Ball, that's where he coming into play. Yeah, he can play defense, but if you got another shooting guard that can play defense as well, that backcourt is going to be locked down. How you going to score the ball against Lonzo Ball and potentially a Cam Reddish or a Jared Culver? How you going to score the rock? How you going to bring the ball up the court? Not only that, it creates cap space. Now, here we go with the Bulls ain't getting no free agents, so why would they create cap space? Well, you got to realize you got to pay Wendell Carter. You got to pay Larry Markkinen. You gotta pay Cam Reddish when it's time for him to get paid. You gotta pay for Lonzo Ball. You gotta pay for these people. So you're gonna need the extra cash. But not only that, if you get more cash space, that's more veterans added to the team. That way you could add people want Derrick Rose, you could add a Derrick Rose off the bench. You could add a Marcus Morris, a tough guy off the bench. You could add all these guys off the bench. A lot of veterans that could teach these young guys, and not only teach them, but can help get us to the playoffs. I feel like with this move, it's gonna open up a lot for the Bulls. Not only that, we getting a top 5 pick, a pick that we all wanted, right? We all wanted a top 5 pick. So you basically moving Zach Lavine for a top 5 pick, and you're basically drafting Lonzo Ball with the 7th. So me personally, I think it's a win. Like I said in the last video, I wouldn't mind trading Zach Lavine for the right price, and I think this is the right price. Now, me personally, I probably would talk to the Pelicans or Lakers, see if we could get an extra pick in return, because it is Zach Lavine. He has high potential. But if you could get you like a 2nd round pick, I feel like it's a W for the Bulls. Or if you could get a future first, that's a W. That is a W. I'm telling you, this trade, if it happens, it will work out for all parties involved. And if you're the Pelicans, you're getting Zach Lavine, you're getting Zion Williamson, you're getting all these players, man. I feel like it's a win-win for all 3 teams if that was to happen. Not only the Bulls get their point guard of the future, but they get a top 5 pick. I think that's a win-win. And I think that's a win for all teams involved. But let me go know what you guys think about Zach Lavine potentially on the move to New Orleans. And yeah, I'm your host, DJ. I'm out. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button. If you want a post notification shout out, go down in the comment section and subscribe and hit the bell. I'm your host. I'm out. Peace.